Hello again. So I've come to realize that when you're drinking, when you're a drinker, you know, it's really difficult to understand what the benefits are of not drinking. And you know, you'd be forgiven for thinking, oh well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? You don't wake up with a hangover, you know, it's healthier. But the benefits of not drinking are really deep. They're really profound, and they can't be covered in a single video. So I try and talk today about one of those things briefly, which I guess is time and quality time. So I work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. So let's just ignore that period of my life when I'm basically working. And in the morning when I get up before work, you know, I just basically wake up, get ready to go to work and go to work. So whether I'm feeling shit doing that with a hangover or whether I'm feeling fine, you know, although it's better to feel good doing that, but either way, I'm still just going through that process. Then I'm at work. We could talk another time about how not drinking affects your work, but let's just ignore that for this video. And then I get home, and you're talking basically, by the time you travelled home and had some dinner, you're talking about, for me personally, in the evenings, Monday to Friday, between about 6 in the evening until about 9 in the evening is when I have some potential time to do something pretty constructive, right? Maybe do some chores or some DIY, or go for a run and do some exercise, go to the allotment, like email some people, like, you know, just do something potentially constructive. So I've got between 6 and 9 to do that. By about 9 in the evening, whether I'm drinking or not drinking, I just can't fucking be bothered to do very much. It's very rare that I'm constructive past 9 o'clock. I'm usually just, you know, monging out, watching crap on Netflix or playing on my phone, whatever. So that is 15 hours Monday to Friday of sort of potential constructive time that I might have, right? And then at the weekends, I've basically got from sort of, let's say 9 in the morning on a Saturday till 9 at night on a Saturday, and the same on the Sunday. So that's another 24 hours over the weekend, right? 12 hours each day. Potential constructive kind of living my life, like my time, not giving my time to other people. That's like potentially my time. So that's 24 hours over the weekend plus the 15 hours. So that's 34, that's 39 hours. So I've got 39 hours a week, and obviously that doesn't, you know, within that is things like going to the toilet, having some lunch, taking the dog out, just doing stuff that you have to do. But let's just say you've got 39 hours a week to potentially do something. So in my life as a drinker, this is what my week would look like, right? Because basically, as soon as I start drinking, nothing constructive is going to get done, okay? So on a weekend, you'd be talking about, well, firstly, your Friday night is gone, because basically as soon as I get home, 6 o'clock, I crack open a beer. So that'd be that whole night, nothing constructive getting done. So that's 3 hours. Then in the morning, you're looking at feeling like shit until about 11 or 12, right? So let's call that another 3 hours. So that's 6 hours. And then you're looking at another 2 or 3 hours of not super constructive time, but let's ignore that. So that's 3 hours. Then by Saturday night, probably drinking again from like 7. So that's another couple of hours. That's another 2 hours. So that's 3, 6, 7, that's 8 hours. And then Sunday morning, again, another 3 hours, hungover doing nothing. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11 hours. And then Sunday afternoon, I would usually drink a bit earlier in order to go to sleep earlier, but that just means no constructive time at all. So normally drink from like, say 3 in the afternoon, say. So that'd be, what were we on, 9? Then from 3 plus 6, so you get about, I've got my maths all gone now, I forgot what number I was saying, but sort of maybe 17 hours, right? Maybe 6, 9, maybe like 15 hours. And that's just like times when you're either drinking, you're talking about 15 hours a week of either drinking or totally hungover. Plus, there'll probably be one night in the week, minimum, more like 2 or 3 nights in the week when I would be drinking from say 8. So that's another couple of hours lost. And then of course you've got the fact that some of that time you're actually not super hungover or drinking, but you're not really doing, you know, it's like you can walk the dog with a hangover and hate it, or you can walk the dog without a hangover and it can be amazing, right? You know, you might not be totally hungover though, but you might just be not exactly highly productive. But the point I'm trying to make is, when I did all this in my head earlier on before I made this video, I reckon I've got about 40 potential hours in a week to do something with that I want to do. And 20 of those on a pretty good week go to drinking. So if you're feeling like you never have enough time in your life and you're not getting anything done apart from just going to work and trying to survive, well, you could potentially double or even treble the amount of time that you have to do those things and the energy that you have to do those things just by not drinking. Like last weekend, I left the house at 8:30. I went for a 3-hour run, 3.5-hour run actually, before getting home and have a quick lunch going to band rehearsal. Normally it just would have been wake up late, eat, go to band rehearsal, drink some more beer. So I got that all of that extra time. It's another video where I'm not massively making much sense or sounding very inspirational, but what I'm trying to say is there's loads and loads of fucking time, okay? But you're probably just drinking it away or hungover. And like, you're not watching this video because you're like dead cool with that. It's not why you're following some guy who's quit drinking. You're following some guy who's quit drinking because you're interested in it. I should say trying to quit drinking. I have quit drinking, but you know, could go wrong at any time, folks. Anyway, one advantage of not drinking is massive amounts of fucking time. Time when you're clear-minded, you're able to get shit done. Double, treble the amount that you currently have. It's surprising.